And now we head to Iqaluit, Nunavut, where our Kent Driscoll is based. Kent, I understand you did an access of information request and found out some new information about the protest that blocked the Mary River iron ore mine near Pond Inlet back in February 2021. How many pages did you get from the RCMP?
Thanks. And yes, I received over 300 pages of RCMP documents detailing how they handled that protest. What's striking from those documents? Just how concerned V Division were that things could get out of hand at the protest site. Most of that concern was not focused on the protesters, however, but on the Baffin Island employees who were trapped at the mine. First, a little history. On February 4th, 2021, a small group of protesters blocked the Mary River mine's airstrip. They were against a proposed expansion of the mine that would double output. And at the very same time, a public hearing about that proposed expansion was taking place in nearby Pond Inlet. Baffin Island said in court documents that the protest, which lasted a little over a week, cost them $14 million in profit from the mine. Now, RCMP were holding daily meetings to track the protest. On February 7th, Staff Sergeant Dennis Lamb of Nunavut's RCMP is quoted as saying in the meeting, quote, "With over 100 employees set to leave on Tuesday, February 9th, hostilities may be inevitable." And he made the point again about worrying about Baffin Island on February 10th in a meeting, saying, quote, "Baffin Island needs to know not to try and sneak a jet in when and if we can get them off the runway while talks are still happening." Well, it turns out that hostilities were not inevitable. RCMP had a two-phase plan. First part, meet with the protesters and talk with them. The second would have been bringing in officers to go to the site and arrest people if ordered to do so by an injunction. The plan worked in phase one. The end result, the protesters left peacefully. But one thing Nunavut RCMP was not doing, taking questions from reporters. Time and time again throughout these documents, it's mentioned that they either need a media strategy or just shouldn't talk with reporters. And I'll tell you, they didn't. Now, there's over 300 pages to that ATIP, so I don't have the time to get into it all here, but you can find the whole thing online at aptnnews.ca. Back to you in Winnipeg.